My name is Mike Hare from the Bacini Polling Group, and it's my great privilege and pleasure to welcome you here to this historic and exciting ribbon cutting for DECO Food Hall. I'm looking around. I don't think in my 57 years I've ever seen this many people at the corner of 10th and Orange, maybe except when there were 4 or 5 buses leaving these buildings when they were full of DuPont employees. But today marks the continuation of a renaissance of this building, of this neighborhood, of this great city. Today, not only do we add a great food and dining destination, but a place to gather, a place to celebrate, a place for special events. This corner has been dark, certainly all of my life, and now it's reinvigorated with access to a city of growing new residents, of growing new employees, of a city clearly on its way back. So I welcome you all to this great day in our great city. First to offer remarks and to welcome you here today is someone who is a champion for the growth of the city for more than 25 years, first on the riverfront and now as the city's chief executive. Please welcome our mayor, Mike Przicki.
Thank you, Michael. I feel like Michael and I only meet at ribbon cuttings, which is a good thing to do. I'm so really happy to be here. We're all excited about this. I haven't been in to see the finished product yet, but what I saw was really exciting. I remember when Tom Carper literally decades ago, when we were talking about the riverfront, he came to us and he said, what we keep hearing from our employers is what Wilmington needs is excitement, he would say. And yeah, that states the obvious, but it's true, and year after year we keep trying to find ways to induce people to come down here and really have a great urban experience. This morning I talked with one of our corporate stars, and we talked about to whom we have to make the city attractive. And he said, we've got to be attractive to our millennial employees. And so, you know, I think what's happening today is just one part of the fulfillment of that vision. And we feel so good about these wonderful qualitative improvements to our city. It's not just opening up something, but doing it in a way that makes people feel really great about our city. So BPG, you continue to amaze us. We're grateful for you. We will support you in every way. We just think that what you do is wonderful for our city, and we're excited about getting in here and trying my first chicken and waffle, I think is what. Thank you. Thank you, Michael.
And the mayor will try all the other vendors as well. Just want to make sure so that, in case we know some people are taping this conversation. We also have enjoyed great support for the growth of the city from our city council. And much of our interaction with city council has been in this councilmatic district. So we're pleased to welcome to the podium to offer her remarks and congratulations, our 3rd District Councilwoman. Please welcome freshman Councilwoman Michelle Harley.
Good afternoon. I just want to say, first of all, that I'm excited to be here to celebrate with DECO Hall with this new addition and to this exciting, I should say, new addition to Wilmington and to our downtown Market Street corridor. And as I was sharing with Chris, I told him I was having a nostalgic moment because I've been working for DuPont for a long time now, and when I first started, I started in this building, and I used to spend a lot of time right here in this area. So it is a nostalgic moment for me, but I'm very happy about what BPG is doing for the skyline, for the landscape of Wilmington. And on today, I just want to say congratulations to them, and I am looking forward to this being one of the main attractions for Wilmington, for the 4th District, not only for our residents, but for our visitors as well. So thank you and congratulations to you, BPG, and to all those that played a part into bringing this to fruition. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michelle. I also want to acknowledge Council Member at Large, Cyril Adams, who's joined us. Thank you. Please stand and be recognized. He's the lone Republican on council, so he's not used to affection. So please, nice round of applause. 2.5 years ago, Chris, when we started conversations with Chemours, when they were considering their options for location. One of their options, of course, was to remain in the DuPont building. At that time, they were still considering multiple developers. They were considering options throughout the region as to where to locate their corporate headquarters. But early on in those conversations, when they visioned what this building could be and what it could look like to attract the employees of the next generation, they're very adamant about what they want to have for food service. They did not want to have an interior cafeteria closed off to the public where their employees would not interface with the city and the broader community, but a place where they could get out on Market Street, on Shipley Street, and take advantage of the amenities in the city. They also wanted, as they described it, a food court, a place where there were multiple vendors inside a space, an attractive space, but that would be open to the public. Kind of the reverse thinking of several years of at least corporate dining. And immediately, Chris jumped on the idea, well, you don't want a food court, you want a food hall, and had a vision for what that could be. So kind of the leading visioner for what that could be, and I think a key component in convincing Chemours to make the extraordinary investment to stay in our great city was what we're about to see today with DECO. And the man who came up with that vision is a leader in our company on a daily basis. Please welcome Chris Buccini.
Well, thanks everyone for being here today. Someone earlier said, oh, does it ever get boring or does it ever become numb? And my heart was like racing like crazy. And I think part of that is my grandfather turned 100 on Sunday, and he came from Italy. And here we are. He worked in this building as a uneducated or someone who didn't finish high school laborer, and to be here is pretty inspirational. And to have my Uncle Ed Desetta here. Thank you, Uncle. I always get emotional at this stuff. 20 years ago, last month, 2 months ago, Buccini Poland Group entered Wilmington by acquiring the Nemours building, the Brandywine building, 20 years ago. It's been a long time getting to this corner, and nothing comes easy. And a lot of people say, oh, we got to make Wilmington more exciting, more exciting. I think we made it. It's exciting. We have so much going on. Governor, welcome. We've saved you a seat, or you can stay next to Dave. But we're there. We're there. And today I'm wearing my Chemours tie because this is all about Chemours. And I always like to pay thanks to the people who made things happen in a windowless conference room. And Mike, I remember this 4 years ago, but Chemours really pushed us to create something great here. If they were going to stay and they were going to keep their 800 employees, they were only staying if it was great. And they put their money and they kept their employees and they did it. So this corner of 10th and Orange Street was one small part of us trying to make their experience here in our city great. So thank you to Chemours as well. Buccini Poland for the last 20 years, the last 25 years since my partner Dave Poland and Rob Buccini founded the company, we have been on a mission for the last 20 years to make Wilmington exciting. And in recent years, what we've become on a mission is also to create jobs in this city, to put people to work in this city, to do what we could, to do more than our fair share. And what excites me about when you walk in here, when Chemours made the decision to push us to do a food court, which became a food hall, they inspired us to do something big, which will employ 100 employees, many of those people who live here in the city. And these 100 employees will get the Buccini Poland, our employee base, up to 865 here in the city of alone. So I'm so proud that we have so many employees that work here in the city, and many of them live here in the city. And Dave keeps building hotels here. Hopefully we'll be over 1,000 BPG employees, which is a personal goal of mine. We've always wanted Wilmington to be the best version of itself. And that's why we've tried bringing exciting things like the movie Penn Cinema Theater and the Queen Theater, the Rodney Playhouse, the Constitution Yard Beer Garden, most recently the Herculean task by my brother to deliver the 76ers Fieldhouse, 3 Starbucks, the largest grocery store here in the state, right here in the city, numerous hotels, restaurants, and even a James Beard James Beard nominee restaurant in Bardia. So that's why I think we're beyond thinking about how do we get Wilmington to become exciting. We have arrived. Someone on our team said to me earlier today, and I'm going to just blatantly copy what they said. What I love about food is that it is a window into culture. I am so proud of the window we're creating here today into not just culture, but diversity. And so I was a little taken back when we had the media event a month ago, and I looked at the 8 operators that we have here today, and not just the diversity of culture, but the diversity of people that we have working here. And that's something that is of great pride that I take that I take to heart. So I thank all of you for standing here in the sun today, and I look forward to seeing all of you here 7 days a week, breakfast, lunch, and dinner throughout the year. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chris. As Chris alluded, the governor has arrived, and again, a tireless champion for our city, a longtime city resident, and it's my great privilege to welcome Governor John Carney.
Thank you, Mike. I'm excited to be here with all of you and to just express the appreciation of all the folks at the state for the mayor and for the Buccini-Pollan team and everything that they're doing in the city of Wilmington. Mike is right and the mayor's right that in order for this city to thrive, we got to make it to be a great and exciting city, and that's exactly what's happening. Chris has gone through the list. I don't need to go through it myself. The state is exciting to be a partner in all of this. I want to give credit to former Governor Jack Markell, who was instrumental in putting together the Comores deal, which makes a lot of this happening. Jack and his administration were also instrumental in putting the downtown development districts together, which has been part of this amazing project. It is so exciting to be in the city of Wilmington. I have lived here for 30 years now, and it's never been more exciting to be a resident. It's never been more exciting to be part of the culture downtown. It's never been more exciting to go out to eat. It's never been more exciting to get on a bike and go along the Markell Trail all the way over to Old Newcastle. It's just so exciting to be here in Wilmington. And Wilmington is going to thrive if we make it exciting and if we make it great. And together with the mayor and city council and Buccini-Pollan and Comores and all the businesses here downtown, we're going to make this city great. We're going to make it exciting. More people are going to want to be here. More businesses are going to want to locate here. And when the city of Wilmington is successful, the state of Delaware is successful. And when the downtown business district is successful, the neighborhoods across our city are successful. And all you have to do is look at the investment that the state and the city with the mayor and city council are making in places like Eden Park and the east side and the west side, West Center City, strengthening neighborhoods across our city. And the efforts we're taking at the state level to improve our school, this is just going to be a wonderful place to be somebody, or whatever the current motto is. Congratulations to the mayor and city council, Buccini-Pollan, and everybody who's made this possible. And I look forward to cutting this ribbon.
Thank you very much, Governor. I also wanted to acknowledge everyone, certainly the Wilmington, our friends in Wilmington always say, who is that Poland guy? Does he really exist? And he does exist. I want to acknowledge the partner in the Buccini-Pollan group who leads our hospitality group, Dave Poland. Dave, please be acknowledged. And more exciting news from our hospitality group in Wilmington soon to come. This is a project that could not have happened without partners. Chris often says, when asked, that we're a student of cities. And he means that quite literally. And it's not some Google search, but he's been everywhere. I've never been below 141, so we take his word where, what cities are. But in terms of researching what's the best in class of a food hall, what do lobbies look like, what size should apartments be, all that research that is so important to recreating and attracting people to Wilmington. And so in doing that, identified kind of the best food hall that we've seen, and that was in Baltimore, Maryland. And so we've partnered with Seawall Development and Peter DiPrinzio to identify kind of how to develop that, and through their partnership has brought us DECO. So please welcome Peter DiPrinzio from Seawall.
Thank you, Mike. It's such a pleasure to be here. It's really been a pleasure to be here in the town of Wilmington over the last year and a half. First, getting to meet with Chris and Rob and seeing the vision behind this project and feeling it day after day and month after month, culminating today with so many great partners. Back in that room in the beginning, we were a little bit past the windowless conference room, and we were sitting down with our design team, and so I want to acknowledge them, Paul and Kapow and Pavlina from PIKL. Did such a great job on the building. But the next step after that, and probably one of the most important steps that we took, was to sit down with every single chef in this area, in this region, that would listen to us about this crazy idea. That entertained a meeting to say, what if we all came together, we got a group of passionate, talented culinary professionals and put them all under one roof and just would see what would happen. And some people told us we were crazy and it wouldn't work. They're not here today. Who are here today are 8 amazing operators, 8 amazing entrepreneurs that I want to acknowledge one by one as being the people here that after all the cameras are gone, after these events happen, they will be here every day working, making delicious food for you guys to come and enjoy. So I want to go and mention them one by one, and we can give them a big applause at the end. Scott and Antimo from Bardea, Sean and Kari from Connie's Chicken and Waffles, Paul and Chung from Fubs. In our pop-up, so there's one of the stalls is rotating. We've got Darren Sheridan from Locale BBQ Post. They'll be here for the first month. We've got Amit and Radhika. They are running the Veranda with Indian street food. Karan and Jason from Philadelphia with Strip Juice. Chef Al, who's back in Wilmington, from Chef Al's Sushi. And we've got Quentin and Leah. It's also Leah's birthday. Happy birthday, Leah. From Sparked. And last but not least, she likes to refer to herself as the 9th stall, Veronica, running DECO Bar here in this space. So a huge round of applause for all of them. So with that, thank you guys so much for coming. We've got great opening events tonight for friends and family, and then the next 2 nights with opening our doors to the public. So please invite your friends, come on in, and we can't wait to show you what we've put together. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Peter. Peter acknowledged the design team. I'd like to acknowledge the construction team. It's hard enough in our business up and down Market Street where you're trying to develop a restaurant on an insane schedule. But how about trying to open up 8 of them at the same time? So I'd like to acknowledge first our development team of Jeff Brisbane, Peter Murphy, and Bo Broadbent, who led the construction group. And of course, all of our subcontractors and laborers who made this happen. So now, probably the most important person, at least today, because in the last month, we've been asked several times about how do we schedule special events. And so, well, once we have a manager in place, we're going to be able to arrange that. So it's my privilege now to introduce you to the regional general manager of DECO and Emmy and Partners. Please welcome Shannon Madden.
Hello, Wilmington. How is everybody? Thank you so much for coming. We are so honored to be a part of this group. I can speak for all of our staff and attendants and everyone here as a part of DECO that this is an amazing opportunity. That DECO is something that we've never seen before here in Wilmington, and we are so excited. You've heard that word so many times, but it's really truly how we feel. You've heard about how we got here. You heard about how everyone pulled together and developed DECO. But what is DECO going to do in the future? Where are we going? How are we going to make things different for you? DECO, you've heard, is going to be a gathering place. We want you to come for happy hour. We want you to come for breakfast, grab your coffee. We want you to come for lunch and dinner. But we also have special events. So we're going to have people here coming for entertainment. We'll have people here with family fun days. We'll have live music on a regular basis. We'll have Saturday and Sunday brunches. So I want you to take a look at our Facebook page, look at our website. We have a meeting space, we have event space. So we're going to make a mark on Wilmington like you've never seen before. So I look forward to being a part of your community. We look forward to being a part of your community. And I want you to take a part of it and say that you helped put Wilmington in a better place and back on the map. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shannon.